Hey everybody, my name is Blake LeVine. I am an author and life coach. I help people with mental health issues, and I'm a bipolar survivor and advocate. In this video, I want to talk about bipolar healing. People ask me, if you have bipolar disorder, what are some key steps to heal and handle the situations you face? Well, one of the biggest things I've learned is how to release anger. When you are frustrated at your family or friends or those close to you, if you get angry and loud and violent, it ruins everything. You know, when you are just treating people poorly or acting out, it takes away from the relationships that you're in. So what I think is a key step is figure out positive ways to release energy in a healthy way. That might mean getting a punching bag in your basement or in your house and going and hitting the punching bag when you're upset. It might mean going for a walk when you feel frustrated, just getting away from the situation and giving yourself time to calm down. It might mean doing something like hitting a pillow in your room and letting the anger out in that manner. Another thing that is really helpful is if you have a car, going in a quiet place and go in the car and scream. Let out all your energy, all your anger, all that angst that you have. Say whatever you want and let it out where there's no one around and no one's impacted, because when you scream at those people you love, or you call them names, or you put them down, you really do impact them. And even if you're living with a mental illness, it affects those around you. I've worked with a lot of people where the mom or dad calls me and they say, my son or daughter they're screaming at me, they're calling me these names. All I'm trying to do is help them, working to get them, on the right medicine, get them with therapists, get them to have their lives together, and all they're doing is screaming and yelling and acting really angry towards me. And just imagine how hard it must be to try to help someone you care about, to give them things and tools and all your effort and money and things to work to rebuild their life. And while you're trying to help them, they're screaming at you and calling you names and making you feel like a horrible person. So I want to say to you, anger release is one of the biggest steps for dealing with bipolar disorder. Another thing I've learned about is taking time to figure out your own life. When we are sick with bipolar, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and as if nothing will ever get accomplished. But you can start to set small goals. Maybe your goals every day are to take your medicine at the same time every night. Maybe it's to get a good amount of sleep. Maybe it's to make one friend, or go out and do some type of activity like walking or exercising. These small steps over many years lead to long-term progress. In my own life, I nearly died from bipolar disorder. I had 5 psychiatric hospitalizations with a lot of horrible stuff happening, hallucinations and delusions, and it was really, really rough for my family. And there was a time where I was angry and wouldn't deal with the situation. But when it got better was the time that I said, you know what, I have to face this, I have to handle it, and I have to slowly and steadily rebuild my life. So I want to encourage you, or if you or someone you love is facing bipolar disorder or any other mental health issue, get help. Face it, handle it, get through it, and then you can start to rebuild your life. Since then, I've been able to finish school. I got my master's degree in social work. I've been married for a number of years. I have children, and life is really good, and I impact people as a life coach. So I want to say to you, it's never too late to make positive change, but you got to do it. Instead of just letting that anger out and hurting people, figure out how to make positive changes in your life. And we have lots of videos here on YouTube. I inspire people with lessons and stories and things you can do to help yourself. So take a look at our YouTube channel, and I also want to share our website. It's willlisten.com, WILLLISTEN.com, and we have a book that I wrote. It's called Beating Bipolar. You can find it on Amazon or Barnes & Nobles, and it shares all the lessons and stories and great inspirational tips to help you or a loved one facing bipolar or any mental illness. So thanks for watching this video. I'm Blake LeVine. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day and keep up the encouragement, because you never know, things can get better if you take small steps. Thanks a lot.